Have you ever cranked up the air conditioning on a really hot day just to get rid of that sticky, uncomfortable feeling? Or maybe you've taken some painkillers to stop a splitting headache. In both of these cases, you're doing something to remove an unpleasant sensation. And interestingly enough, you're actually using a well-known behavioral modification technique called negative reinforcement, even if you didn't realize it at the time. Hi, my name is Alison Lee, and I'm a third-year psychology student at the University of New England. And today, I would like to unpack the concept of negative reinforcement. This idea is often really misunderstood, but I think it's incredibly useful once you understand it. So in my presentation, I'll explain how negative reinforcement works, why it's not the same thing as punishment, and how we can apply it to help ourselves make meaningful changes in our lives. So to start with, let's define negative reinforcement. This is a process where behaviour becomes more likely to happen in the future because performing that behaviour will lead to the removal or reduction of something really unpleasant, which, in the world of psychology, we call an aversive stimulus. And I think one thing that really trips people up about negative reinforcement is that they make the assumption it's the same thing as punishment, but actually they're totally opposite ideas. Punishment is trying to decrease a behaviour, like say we might take away a child's phone if they bring home a really bad report card. But negative reinforcement, on the other hand, works by making a behaviour more likely to happen in the future because it leads to the removal or reduction of something really unpleasant. The word negative here in this context means that we are just simply taking something away. So let's look at a relatable example of negative reinforcement. I want you to think about your morning alarm clock and that really loud, annoying beep that goes off, the beep, 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 beep. What's the first thing you do? You reach over and you hit that snooze, or if you're like me, you are scrolling frantically through your phone to hit that snooze on your phone. But the second you do that, the noise stops, the beep, beep, beep goes away, and the relief you feel is your escape from the aversive stimulus. It actually reinforces the behaviour of turning off the alarm. It might not get you out of bed, but it's going to reinforce the behaviour of rolling over and turning off the alarm. And so that's why every morning that behaviour has become automatic. So, knowing this, I would like to apply these principles to a common situation faced by university students, such as upcoming exams, in order to reduce procrastination and hopefully improve our study habits. So, picture this. Say that you have a really big exam coming up, maybe in like 3 weeks' time or so, but instead of studying, we keep on scrolling on our phones, on TikTok, or we keep on binge watching our favourite show on Netflix. The deadline to the exam is looming, and that uneasy, jittery feeling of stress and panic and guilt is starting to build up. That anxiety is our aversive stimulus. It's uncomfortable, and our brain cries out for relief from it. So what can we do? Well, ideally, when we crack open our notes and we start reviewing the material, even for a short burst, even for just 15 minutes, we probably notice that our anxiety starts to ease off. And that immediate feeling of relief is crucial because that's our reinforcement. It's teaching our brains, oh, starting to study is making this awful stress feel just a little bit better. And the more often we experience this connection between the reduction of our anxiety and guilt and stress and studying, the stronger the behaviour becomes. This is called reinforcement. So eventually, hopefully, over time, we will actually start studying regularly and not procrastinating because we want to avoid those feelings of guilt and anxiety. And those feelings of guilt and anxiety go away the moment we begin to start studying. Our brain is desperate to avoid those feelings. So, in conclusion, I think that'll wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you find negative reinforcement as practical and as eye-opening as I have. Bye!